He is
the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times.
Like, nah, like, Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's going to win that rematch.
Gervonta Davis had a serious face-off with Lamont Roach. Tank confidently said Roach doesn't punch hard, showing he remembers him well from their last fight. This time, Davis looked more fired up and focused, ready to prove himself and take charge in the ring.
I'm ready, man. I'm happy to be at this point. I feel as though the talking is over. It's time is now, so I'm ready. We've been working hard in this camp.
The rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is very important, both emotionally and competitively. Davis thinks the last fight, which ended in a draw, was unfair. He believes he should have won. This feeling pushes him to train harder and come back stronger. On the other side, Roach is also training hard. He wants to prove that his punches caused Davis's knee injury in their first fight. Both fighters are determined to show they're better.
Roach throwing his hands fast as hell. He's in the gym preparing. I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. But as far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, the second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not going to pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he prepared or how mentally focused he was. I think you're going to get the very best Tank in a rematch, and you may just get an even better Lamont Roach, since Lamont Roach don't have to speculate if he's good enough. He fought Tank. He has more confidence now than he did before, and he felt that he was robbed. So he's going to be on one.
Tank Davis is training with strong determination to prove his doubters wrong and get back to the top of his division. His workouts are tough, focusing on strength, speed, and better strategy. Davis knows every little detail matters, and he's working hard to fix any mistakes from the first fight. His intense training shows he's serious about not just winning, but winning clearly and proving he's still one of the best, ready to grow and handle any challenge.
Really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident, because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he can get you on that button, them lights going off, I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against like somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's go fold. You're going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's going to get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much. You was overconfident, and you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like, I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont. This from the same camp. We from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up, because you got to think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that like got to step back from a situation. That's why I think he being hushed right now, because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning, like when he was with Floyd. Like, I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got, like, a little bit more in the boxing, thing. Of course, once you with Floyd, you're going to start being flashy and doing backflips.
The rematch with discipline and focus. On his first day back in camp, he showed he's more determined than ever to be ready. He knows how big this fight is, so he's working hard to improve both his strength and skills. Every punch, every block, and every practice round is helping him get better. His dedication shows he's serious about giving Davis a tough challenge and putting everything on.
Lamont Roach in training camp, ready for one of the biggest rematches in 2025 against Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the biggest faces of boxing. What a
His mindset going into the rematch shows growth and respect for Davis. He knows the first fight didn't have a clear winner, but this time there's less room for mistakes. In his interviews, Roach shows smart thinking and says he's ready for anything that happens in the ring. He's not relying on what happened before or taking Davis lightly. Instead, he sees this as a brand new challenge that needs full focus and the ability to adjust.
Matches that you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. Just he ran into a guy that's on the...
Davis brings an interesting view to the story. He sees the fight as even but unpredictable because Gervonta's emotions seem to be shifting. Keshan suggests that Gervonta might not be as excited about boxing as before, which could affect his focus and energy during the fight. On the other hand, Lamont Roach is shown as a strong, skilled fighter who's still fully motivated. This difference between a champion who might be losing passion and an underdog who's hungry to win adds extra drama and tension to the rematch.
He shows up with, and no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespectful to Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third. So when they had a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like Tank is losing love for the sport, or he lost the love for the sport, and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around two of his attention. Is like shit, that's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Tank is he's still a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. And to your point, we were saying, okay,
The rivalry between Davis and Roach is about more than just one fight. It's a key moment in both of their careers. Davis was known as a nearly unbeatable knockout artist, but Roach changed that by showing toughness and smart strategy. Their first fight revealed that both fighters have areas to work on. Roach, especially, gained confidence from going toe-to-toe with Davis. Now he's coming back smarter, stronger, and better prepared with a new and improved training plan.
But they've known each other. These two have known each other for a while. Does Lamont Roach just understand a way to beat or frustrate Tank in a way that others don't? You know what I mean? Like, has he just found it, so to speak? Like, I have a lot I want to find out after that, because the first fight was so controversial. I think leaving it up to a draw is fine, whatever, even though under the letter of the law, Tank probably should have lost this fight, and probably would have if they counted the knockdown when he took a knee. He blamed it on grease. I assume he won't on his hair. And it could get greasy. Like Amanda Serrano was like, "Yo, that's what fucking put me out of a fight in Puerto Rico." And then we were subjected to her beating the shit out of Stevie Morgan not that long later. So
Like, that's kind of what it is. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because of the first fight. And I think you have to give Lamont Roach a real shot, even though I still would say Tank figures it out and gets it done and takes it more seriously this time.
Yeah, I think that because they're so familiar with each other, like these guys fought each other when they were kids. And then Lamont Roach comes into the ring and listen, regardless, like Lamont Roach came in there and he was confident. And I don't think a lot of people believe that he was going to be able to get it done against Tank. People thought that Tank was going to knock him out. Here's the thing, though. Tank is actually super skilled. Like, he doesn't throw a lot. When he does, he's extremely accurate, but he does have skill. And what he does is he reels in his fighters and he ends up landing big shots on them that end up knocking.
Lamont Roach gets from top boxers and experts shows he's a true contender. Shakur Stevenson has praised Roach's all-around skills, saying his timing and defense make him more than just a power puncher. Joe Rogan also expects a tough, action-packed fight, proving this isn't just another match. It's a high-stakes battle driven by personal pride and career goals. With this kind of attention and support, the excitement around the fight keeps growing. It's set to be intense.
You know, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, giving him a tough fight, what do you think?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight? 154 and fight.
I asked two questions at the same time. I ain't hear shit y'all just asked.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight, or fight kind of thing?
Yo, you know, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching it. I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147, me and Conor could get it in.
Shakur, Johnny Boy Boxing and fight height. If you beat Zepeda, do you feel that that's the toughest test of your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win?
Who knows? It's a never-ending process, you know.
Lamont Roach, the upcoming rematch, is about making history, not chasing money. He wants to leave a legacy, and beating a well-known fighter like Gervonta Davis would be a major step in his career, earning him worldwide respect. This mindset fuels his hard training and smart game plan. Behind the scenes, Roach's family and team help explain the tension between the fighters. His father shared that Davis was careful when first accepting the fight, knowing Roach was good enough to threaten his undefeated record. It wasn't fear, it was smart planning. Still, outside pressure from the boxing business pushed the fight to happen, setting up a memorable showdown and a highly anticipated rematch.
Knowing the coaches, they knowing us, you know, it's both ways. It ain't just our way, coming from both sides. So, but no, was I shocked? No. I think Tank tried to tell y'all. Calvin tried to tell y'all, Burry tried to tell y'all, but they didn't want to hear it. They just so stuck on trying to force Tank to fight who they want him to fight. And it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just was made for a great fight. So people need to just sit back and get ready for part two.
It's gonna be epic, man. I can't wait for part two, man. Do you got anything to say to the fans? You know, about part two, about anything that you got going on coming up, social media, anything.
No, I just say get ready, man. Put your seatbelts on, and when that thing happen, man, make sure y'all support. Come to the fight, buy the fight, and be the biggest fan, cheering whoever you're cheering for. No matter, but you're gonna see another great performance by the Reaper, man. The Reaper ain't playing. He got a big bag, like you said, big 2 bag.
What do you think the difference would be, though?
You gonna see the difference. I mean, I believe we want to fight. Nobody can tell us different. The majority of the world believe we want to fight. So you're gonna see. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them. So
yeah,
they're gonna make for a greater.
Roach rivalry to legendary fights like Tyson versus Holyfield adds extra drama and meaning. Both matchups tell the classic story of a powerful champion facing a fearless underdog. Someone with the skill, heart, and determination to shake up the game and challenge what everyone thought was certain. Interview Levin Holyfield.
YouTube,
It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So many people are predicting that history is repeating itself. History is repeating itself, right? We had a similar situation where we had two guys face off against one another. One guy was a massive favorite, had taken a loss, and was seen to be too small, right? And I'm talking about Evander Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was a major fight. A major fight. But Iron Mike Tyson was viewed as a destroyer, okay? He was the baddest man on the planet. He was indestructible. The fact that he lost to James Buster Douglas was an anomaly because Mike Tyson wasn't focused and he overlooked